Hello? Is anybody there? Hi. Welcome on in. Hello? Hi, Peg Drink. How's it going? Seems to be a bit of a quieter start today, but that's cool. How are we doing today? Welcome back to a Sunday stream. We're back with Tomb Raider. Classic OG 1996 Tomb Raider. And we're in St. Francis's Folly, which is in Greece, apparently. So we're continuing on. We're continuing on with that level. How are people doing today? I've been doing a little bit of video work today, so great. I'm making some nice progress on my Dark Forces video, which is I'm looking forward to finishing up, but I don't know when that'll be. I feel like I'm picking up the pace now, though, so maybe it'll be sooner rather than later. Should be a fun one. I made some fun assets for it today, so yeah. It is a quiet one today, but that's cool. What am I saying? I never know what to say in an intro other than to ask how people are and say this is the game we're playing today. I need to think of a better sort of way to introduce a stream, you know? I need to have the cat with me all the time just so I have a conversation piece. Hey, Grave Robber Simulator. I mean, yeah, kind of. Something along those lines, for sure. Good, it was laundry day. Post a picture of that toy catalog in the Positivity channel. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. I don't think... I saw you post it, but I didn't look at it in detail, so I need to take a closer look when I get the opportunity. I suppose with, like, there's a crab clock. Oh, that's cool. I suppose with, like, without much to say in the intro, I kind of just want to get into it. We're just going to here. Let's just get going. Hope that people decide that they want to turn up today. I'd like for people to do that. It'd be nice. Hey, Palthea. Welcome on in. Gave it a quick, like, sort of play around, but just before the stream started, just to kind of see if I could reacquaint myself with the controls. I think I've mostly got it back together. So we were here. Also, I need to... if I walk through this doorway, I can activate the music. I learned that when I just tried it earlier. Alright. So what I know is we have this swimming pool. Tomb Raider Gold. This is just the version that's with the unfinished business expansion levels. Also, it's the, like, if you put Tomb Raider in, like just Tomb Raider on Twitch, it puts the 2013 version on. So I put Tomb Raider Gold on simply because it makes sure it shows the right one basically in the little image. Oh my god. Okay. Right. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I can't remember how to swim. Right. Oh god. That went... how do I press the button? Okay, E. So I lied? I didn't lie. This is Tomb Raider Gold. Because I do have the, expansion missions. It's Twitch that's lying. Did I pick that up? I don't know if I picked that up, but I'm going to drown otherwise. My meter is like, nearly empty. Oh god, I'm drowning. Oh god, I'm drowning. Oh, is it cutting it really close? Okay, I made it. Alright. Okay. I just want to check that I got that. I don't know if I grabbed that key. I couldn't see with the camera. No, I definitely got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's all fine. How's it going? It's going well, Dragon Cap. How's it going with you? Twitch needs a better system for game categories. Yeah, it's a little bit janky, especially when games have the same name. It can be a little bit, sort of... not functional. Oh, crap. No, go up. Go up! Really pushes you down there. Okay. Okay. I have a key now. You've been gone a while? Where have you been then? Where do I put this key? Is this a pushable? No? Hmm. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Neptune key. Oh, that's it. You just need the keys from each area. Okay, that's fine then. I love a franchise category with a game category, so if you just love a particular franchise, you can check out. That would be a really good idea, yeah. I mean, they kind of do that with the tags, but I feel like a category would be a good way to do it as well. I guess with this side, I'm just gonna save. Okay. I'm just trying to remember how to do everything now. How to do each jump and such. I have just saved, so we should be good to go. Wait. Nope, don't pull out your gun when you jump. I don't know why that happens. That's weird. I don't know why you're doing that. You're not supposed to be pulling out your guns when you jump. Oh god. I saved that by grabbing onto the ledge. Alright, that's good. That's good. Oh, is it? I don't think I pulled that lever. Can I... There we go. That's the Thor door. Where is the Thor door? Hold on. Ah, was that... That was luck, wasn't it? Okay. That's a different kind of door. Where's the Thor door? Hold on. That's Atlas. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Please stop pulling out your guns. I think it's the only reason it's doing that is because it's on the one of the control sets. Yeah, space draw weapon. I don't want that. I want user keys. Okay, there we go. Oh, that went better than. Excuse me. Is there a lion down there? Oh, yes, there is. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Let's get a step back. And... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Did you get it? Nope. Okay, there we go. I am going to... Okay, I have three of those. Just use a small one. How the hell did it even get you? That's a good question for many of the monsters and creatures in this game. How did they get here? What do they eat? Who even knows? Okay. Heracraft wiping out endangered species wherever she goes. All right, it's everyone's got a hobby, haven't they? Okay. I pulled the lever there. We didn't Damocles. We got the Damocles key. Ow! I probably should have saved. Good old infinity pistols. Missed listen to trade it for a bow. Yeah, the dual pistols are iconic. I mean, I appreciate a good bow, but those dual pistols, they're great. Lara? Oh, I should not have been pressing forward that. Step back slightly. Right. Can I... Okay. This might be easier if I go right to the edge of this. There we go. Okay. That's preferred. There's something over there. Looks like some kind of bullets. I will take them. Oh, okay. Hold on. Go up to the top. Oh, God. No. Okay, there we go. Bullets for a thing. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, 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 okay. We're good. We're good. Can I make this jump? You can jump pretty high vertically. Okay. No, not that high, though. Just use the save system a little bit more. Okay. 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 We have done Damocles, because we got assaulted by swords. As you do. Uh-huh. Because these jumps are so fiddly, that's why I'm saving so much, because I don't want to fall all the way down. Okay. Okay, hold on. That's the reason why. Hey, I'll just pop with the rate of 1. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Okay. Okay. There's the Thor door. Did I not open it? I thought I opened the door. What? Did I, like, reload a save where I hadn't opened the door? I was sure I'd pressed the... Okay, I guess I have to do that again then. Alright. Thor door, yeah. One does not simply walk into Thor door. Terrible joke, I'm sorry. Okay. Pulled that switch. Which switch have I not pulled? I definitely pulled a switch that opened the Thor door, and I don't remember where it is now. Oh god. I'm fine. Everything's fine. There's a company called Thor Doors, of course. Right? No? I'll be having a good time enjoying the game. I am. Just... Oh, that's the one I need to press. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm just figuring things out at the moment. Okay. Okay. Oh, this might be a mistake. No. Yep, no. I thought I could maybe grab on and just drop down a ledge. Not so. Okay. Mistakes were made. It's fine. Sometimes it happens, you know? Sometimes it just happens that way. That was also... It's going well. This stream's off to a great start, isn't it? It's off to a really good start. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just drop down here. Alright, there we go. Okay, we made it to the Thor door. Oh! What an ordeal. Or a Thor deal. No. Okay. Why do I feel like it... Right, yeah, I should have seen that coming. Uh-huh. Wow, okay. Right. Your Honor, I would like to request a retrial. Okay. So what's the deal with this? It's electrified. There are points which are safe. No. I'm just trying to figure out the best course of action here. Okay. What's the deal with the Thor door? Maybe just hug the wall. Maybe. Or maybe it's a case of just keeping it. It's just a timing thing. Could just be, yeah. Well, that worked. It was painful, but it worked. This, on the other hand. Oh, God! Uh-huh. That was close. Right. The last room is pure luck. Yeah, that seems about right. Comically huge hammer. Can I get some ice cream? Only a hammer full. Okay. The ultimate bunk. Tell you what, if Thor had that one in the movies, Thanos would not have stood a chance, you know? I almost have the Looney Tunes. Yeah, I almost got pancaked. Luckily, I kind of had a bad feeling, you know? Hold on. Can I pull this back one more? I can, okay. And I can push it anyway, so... Okay. Nope. Okay. Yeah, let's push it one more. Climb up. Okay. Oh, hey, a health pack. Probably will need one of those. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna save, because I think it's probably a good idea. Right. Now what? Oh, I might want to get on top of the hammer, or maybe I need to make this jump. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is going to be quite a tricky one. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. And there's the key. Now I just have to get back through that electric field. And hope for the best, I guess. Is this the first one? The first Tomb Raider? Yes. Okay. Oh, God. It feels like you're not quite gonna make it, but then you do. Excuse me? Just in the wall there. Right. I kind of hope that now that I've taken the key, the electricity is not going to go off. But on the other hand, it still does. I got humbled very quickly there. Okay. We'll just take this for a bit of survivability, and then I lived. That hurt, but I lived. Okay. I like where old games have textures. Oh yeah, I really love that the textures in this one. A lot of old games like actually use like, you know, actual photographic sort of references for textures. And I think the games still do, but like because older games obviously couldn't capture the whole resolution of those images, you have like these really sort of crushed up like photographs. And I just love that look. I know Half-Life did a lot of that. And I think at one point someone actually found like a lot of the original photographs that like Half-Life used for the textures, and it was just so surreal seeing them like at a super high resolution. It just didn't feel right. It felt like like a dream almost, you know? It was just odd. I love it. Okay. Where do I want to be now? Maybe I want to go back down. I might be able to switch down somewhere. I have 3 keys now. So, that didn't quite go as planned, but I'm alive, and that's the important bit. We need an Atlas door, is the thing. We need to open up the Atlas door. I'm checking if there's one down here, and then I can just... What the hell? Pierre! Oh god! Oh god, he's that! No, run! You can stop shooting now, Pierre. Okay. I was not expecting Pierre to turn up there. You know, sometimes a French guy just turns up to start shooting you. You know, that's just how this level is. He's like Mr. X. I think someone pointed out last time. He's like Mr. X. You know. Somehow he just turns up just to make your day worse. He's there again. What the? Where is he now? He's just down there. Okay. I'm just not going to engage with the situation. Stop. She's already dead. Lara? Lara. Okay. Please, can you just climb up? There we go. Oh my god. This guy is the worst. I'm trying to see if I can spot the last switch I need to press. I don't know where it is. And this guy shooting at me is not helping. I think all the switches have been on this tower somewhere, though, haven't they? I pressed that one for sure. Oh, God. I pressed that one. So yeah, that's the door one. The Atlas door. Zombies being real is an actual possibility. I'm pretty sure at least one of the Tomb Raider games must have done zombies at some point, you know? It's not totally out the realms of possibility. Oh, God. I'm okay. I didn't take any damage. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's the saw door. Maybe it's like the bottom of this pillar. I'm gonna save and then, because I'm probably gonna have to take on this Frenchman. Push that switch. The DLC for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. There he is. Get off me. Did you just stop already? Has he run off? Okay, he's done a runner. Right. You just gotta shoot him enough times so that he backs off. He's very persistent. Yeah, yeah. Okay, this looks like a door. Neptune key? Okay, there's one. So we still need to do the Atlas one, but we might as well use these while we're down here. How is he not dead? He's got like French powers. It's well known. All French people are bulletproof. You know, it's just one of the traits. Okay. Okay. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And then this one. Okay. We have one more lock. I need to find a switch to open up the Atlas door so I can get that last key. Ah! There it is. That's the last one we want. Okay. Right. Don't like what the reboots did to Lara's character. I've never played them, so I can't really comment. Yeah. I'm trying to walk forward there. Okay. Okay. So sometimes it just feels that you're not quite going to make the jump. It's very nerve-wracking. Could definitely do with some more health packs as well. I've been chewing through them in this level. It's a tricky one. Okay. Okay. It's also very quiet, isn't it? Okay. Oh no. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ow. Those bone snapping noises, who designed this building? Greek people, apparently. The Greeks just, well, you know, they had a thing going with this. Right. Let's try this again. Background music or anything, yeah. A lot of it's atmosphere, and then the atmosphere can get very, like... Oh, come on. How do I make this jump? Maybe I just have to walk right up to the edge. Okay, there we go. Is that the level with the Midas statue? I know there is one. I just don't exactly know where it is. I don't think it's this one, but I do think it's coming up. Hold on. Yeah, the ancient Greeks were all acrobats. Yeah, that's why they built it like this, you know. If you died, you just were considered to have weak genes, and you know, you would not survive. Okay, the Atlas door. Finally, we made it. Okay. Right. God, I've almost got 100 saves in this area. Gorilla! Why did it sound like a dog? Oh god, he teleported up the ledge! No, he's beating me up! Bro, that was uncool. Uh-oh. Right. I see what's gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm alive. My bones may have been crushed slightly, but I lived. Oh. Oh, hey. Manga Paw is on sale on Steam. Oh. I'll have to have a look at that. How many do I have of these? 3 of them, 1 of them. I have no health. I'm just going to use a small one for the time being. Okay. There's something there. I think I was probably supposed to go up here anyway. Yeah, that's probably what I was supposed to do. Yeah, just a scrape crush knee. Nothing a simple med pack can't fix. You know, med packs that have been laying around these ancient tombs for years. There's the last key. You know, you can live with a few broken bones. In fact, you can live with many of them. Doesn't mean it won't hurt, but you can live with it. Don't Google image search Mango Paw. I got foot art. That's unfortunate. Not unexpected, but yeah, I am not surprised. I'm alive. What, another tiger? Hold on, where are you? Oh my goodness. Okay. It's fine. Get a vantage point. Where are you? Come here. Come on. Come here. It's a tiger? It's a lion. Tigers are the stripy ones. Come on. Stop hiding. You don't even want to come this way. There we go. No. Got it. Perfect. Plato apparently means broad-shouldered, and he was also a double gold medalist in the Olympics. You know, philosophers, they're pretty buff. You know, all that knowledge, you know, makes their brains big and heavy, and they gotta compensate with the muscles so they can walk around. All right, here we go. Okay, St. Francis Folly 99. Let's go. This looks like a level change, actually. Yep. All right. Time taken out nearly an hour to get through that level. Okay. Oh, it automatically heals you up, I think, at the beginning of this level. That's good to know. So what's this one called? This is... This is Colosseum. Colosseum. Oh, it's... Sorry, that's a running total of saves. I haven't spent 100 saves in a single level. That makes sense. Plato was jacked. What the hell? What was in there? There's something in the water. Oh, it's an alligator. Or crocodile. More likely a crocodile. I ain't dealing with that. I don't enjoy being in situations where I'm helpless underwater and some big-toothed creature can get me. Not one of my favorites, I will be honest. Where's that guy gone? He's done a runner. See, now I'm gonna have to end up in a situation where I could be in danger. Because he's escaped me. Alright, well. If this is the way it has to be, then this is the way it has to be. Yeah, thank you for the follow, Hot Frog 202. Oh god, I'm underwater now. Come on, just lure him. Lure him. Come on, you know you want this. Interior crocodile alligator. Nice. I appreciate that reference. Don't know about the original Tomb Raider Anniversary had a gorilla in this level. Oh, we fought a gorilla like a couple minutes ago. Oh, it's dead? Oh, I killed him. Oh. Oh, I see. That's why he wasn't coming back around. I thought there was a pickup there. It's just the shadow of its corpse. I fought a few gorillas, actually. I fought some last time as well. Oh, God. Oh, oh, oh. Ah. Ah. Hey, you back? Can I see it? All right. All right. So far it seems to be a very creature-heavy level, and that's a dead end. Good to know. Ah! What the? Hey, excuse me? I can do better. That is some. Look at the teeth on that thing. Jesus. I can do better than that. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Lion jump scare. Oh. I see. Okay. So one area it has like collapsed and the other area is gated off. Killing endangered animals is just part of the adventure capitalist lifestyle. Yeah. Seems to be. Alright, let's see if there's another way we can get into here then. Because there must be. Okay, let's go along here. Oh. If I go right to the edge of this, can I jump up onto here as well? I can. Awesome. Let's just take it a bit easier around here. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, that looks promising. What's this? Ah. What's this? I found a thing. Oh my. Mm-hmm. You stop shooting it now, Lara. Lara? Come on. Yeah, now the other guy. Just let him through. Just let him through. There we go. God, they're big as well, aren't they? Look at the size of them. They're also practically dinosaurs. And we've seen dinosaurs. Okay. And now then. Can I, like, shimmy across somewhere or something? That's the question. Oh, hold on. Ah, here we go. This is the shimmy point. Okay, this is where it gets awkward, because I have to hold down E and then just hold D. Okay. Going to this tomb to take this artifact from my private collection. Why? For the lols. I mean, is there any other reason? The size of those things remind me of the 1918 monster movie Alligator. Good film, too. Never seen that. Although I'm not surprised that such a thing exists. You've got all kinds of monster movies for giant versions of animals, haven't you? Okay. Oops, I saved over 104, but that's fine. Oh, goodness. Didn't need to do that, but turns out it was okay. And that's how we opened up this. Hold on. Hit. Perfect. Ooh. Ooh, the music. Gorilla. Oh. Whoa! Pierre's here! Get out of here, Pierre. Man just turns up out of nowhere. And there's a lion. Dead lion. There's a lion. this music is so good. I was going to say, have you had a few jump scares so far in this game? This game has me in fear when I play it. Well, Crash Mikey, yeah, I had the moment early where a lion appeared around a corner, and that kind of shocked me a little bit. Bats. Oh. Or just enemies appearing unexpectedly. You know? Okay, I could do with some more health packs. I've run a little bit dry on them, and my health's not looking amazing either. Hold on. Let's just see. Climb the seats of the Colosseum. Okay, nothing up here. The view distance is a little bit low, isn't it? Ah, hello, gorilla. Goodbye, gorilla. Okay. It's very lucky that they don't know how to climb things. If they knew how to climb things, we would be in very serious trouble. My phone there. I get jump scared by like one specific wolf in Skyrim. The wolves in Skyrim do have a tendency to do that. Like, they just kind of like to like creep up on you at like the most unexpected moments. I'm not sure why. It's like only those wolves as well. I'm not sure what the deal with them is. Hold on. Just checking to see if there's anything up here. No. Okay. Let's have a look over this section. Okay, so these are doors, presumably that open, but we'll probably need a switch or something to open them. So, let's go into... Let's just check each of these. Okay. Nothing interesting there. With the saber-toothed cats. Oh yeah, they can be a little bit sneaky as well. Alright. I'm gonna drop down. I think I feel safe doing that now. That's quite the drop, actually. A little pit. Oh, but there's like a path there in the pit. So, oh, I guess we're going in. Didn't intend to do that, but we're doing it now. That is a gate. Okay. That cannot be opened. Can I get out of here? I should be able to make this jump. Yeah. Goals in Fallout 4. Goals in Fallout can, because they don't necessarily make a lot of noise until they're close by. It's just kind of like a tippy tap of their feet. Oh. Oh. I see a lion over there. I keep calling them tigers for some reason. It's the wrong one. Okay, hold on. Come on. Oh, whoa, I did not mean to do that, but okay. Okay, that's too slidey. Okay. Enemies look alive when they're dead. Yeah, they can. Alright. I think I mentioned this last time, but I really love that the save system is a passport. It's just such like a cute detail that I just really love. Like, I love little stuff like that in games where it's like there's just some an extra little bit of personality to like the UI design. Because yeah, a lot of like UI now, like it looks good, it's functional. That's death. It looks good and functional, but it's just like pretty minimalistic. And like I know minimalism, I guess, is just in for that kind of design, but it just doesn't quite hit the same. Where am I going? Hold on, I need to get my leg comfortable. Ugh. Sat on it weird. Alright, there we go. I will die if I drop onto those, but maybe there's like a safe distance I can drop onto them. Probably not like that. Well. Yeah. That's probably what I should have expected to happen. I just wanted to see if maybe, you know, there was a safer way to do so. Did I look in here? No, I don't think I did. This must be the place to go. Oh. Well, we're sliding down, so... Oh, God. Oh, God. Whew. Those spikes look like teeth. They do. Okay. Alright, I know what that is. Cool. Any pickups in the prison? Oh, and there's a... This is how you get to... This open the gate near the pit as well. I see. Brilliant. Uh-oh. I heard that. Oh. Hi, guys. That's 3 lions. Oh. Keep flipping. Okay. Woo. I think I've got combat down a little bit better now. Especially using the roll to sort of change like flip around. Very handy. Okay. Expect there to be something in here. Huh. But what? How many of those lions are female and are mountain lions if they don't have a mane? I think some of them have a mane, but it's just kind of hard to see. And then some of them don't. Oh, maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it's just me seeing things. That's a door. Okay. A switch. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Did I mess up? I feel like I messed the thing up. Maybe I have to stand on this one. Oh, it opens up each individual one. Oh, both. Okay. I see. Okay, so you've got to keep them both open. Oh. Right. Trying to... There's definitely a speed element to this. So... Oh, okay. Got it. There we go. According to the wiki, both male and female lines appear in this game, while there are only female lines in Anniversary. Oh. Anniversary really said, girl boss mode. Okay, that's the spike pit we saw earlier. Can I just... Oh, right, yeah. Okay, don't walk into those. Good to know. I'm just going to reload. I was wondering if you could walk through them like in Spelunky or something. Because in like Spelunky, you can, if you're on the same level as spikes, you can walk through them. I wondered if it was same principles. No, apparently not. Good to know. I went the lesbian angle in my head, but girl boss works too. Yeah. You can walk slowly through them. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. I see. Hold on. All right. I did something. I think. What did I do? Oh, I don't think I could get here before, could I? Hey, that's the point. Okay. Whoa. Okay, Lara. I don't know what that move is. Okay. Okay. Something here. What's that? Oh, it's shotgun ammo. Showing she has pins and needles in her feet. Yeah, we've all been there. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't think I wanted to do that. Oh, no. I should just be able to go back through. It's fine. Ooh, sure is windy in here, huh? I should just be able to pop back in here. Yeah. All good. Did I advertise this on my Discord? I've got like this voice in the back of my head that's saying that I didn't for some reason, and I don't know. I can't remember if I did. No, I did. Okay, I don't know. For some reason in the back of my head, I was like, did I do that? Because sometimes it's easy to forget to press enter once you've got it all set up, and like, you know. It becomes such like force of habit that you don't even think about it. And then you can't remember if you've done it. Oh, I think we want to be over this way. Hold on. Coliseum 116. Okay, hold on a second. I think what I want to do is jump onto here. Okay, good. Walk back slightly. Jump up. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. Hmm. Maybe not. Had the Tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise been the corner jump glitch? You either clip into a pillar through specific movement and then jump and end up on top of the pillar, no matter how tall it is. I don't know that one. No. The hell, where am I going? Oh, hold on. Maybe I've got to go from here to there. Oh, actually, that might be it. Okay. That's a compass. This might be the one. Okay. Okay. Good. That's what we want. Uh-oh. Gorilla, 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 gorilla. I'm dead. I'm alive. But I'm going to reload anyway. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do... Let's equip a shotgun. There we go. Might as well use a shotgun bullet every now and then just to make things a bit easier on yourself. Oh god! The second gorilla! Okay. Alright. You never expect a second gorilla. There's a key there that leads to a pool. Good to know. She's less scared than the original. There's a certain, like, sort of creepiness to older games. I'm not entirely sure how to explain it, but I guess you could kind of explain it in the sort of context of things like, because it looks cruder, it leaves a lot more to the imagination. And especially when you're a kid, you imagine things to be scarier than they might actually be, you know? That's at least what I would say. What did that open? It opened a door somewhere. I don't know which door it was, though. Is there a mod you have to install to get this game to work better on PC? I installed a fan patch, which I just found in the Steam guides. I think it installs Tomb ATI. I don't necessarily think you have to install a patch to get it to work better, but like if you want like higher resolutions and stuff, it's probably a better way to do it. Okay. Let's try this jump. Let's die. Alright, hold on. Yeah, did I already... Yeah, I already did that. Okay. I opened a door, and I don't know where I opened the door. Let's see if there's a safe drop-off from here, but I don't think there is. I think I'll have to go up and around again. Or just, yeah, okay. Something about older games that just bother me at higher res. It just looks wrong. I like older games at higher res. I don't know. I enjoy sort of having the sort of the original crispness, but like being able to also see more of it. Okay. Did it open this door? Yes, okay. It did. Tell you what, I've got 5 of these, so I'm going to use one. And then I'm going to save my game. And see what we can find. Oh god. Oh, wait. Was that a good idea? I think it was. I didn't get pancaked, so hooray for me. Oh, crap. Okay. Making this a bit difficult for me, but that's okay. Okay, hold on. I can't see because of this boulder. Oh my god. Okay, actually, maybe if I stand at the... I have to do a stand at the ledge jump, I think. Okay. There we go. That's better. Alright. So we're going to open up another one of these now. Okay. I believe that is the one opposite this one. So... Wait, is that this one? Is this the one I just did? This is the one I just did, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I think the next one is over here. I really love the explorative nature of this game. And oh god. Yeah, the explorative nature of the game, because like solving puzzle. Oh god, Pierre! Oh no. Hold on, let me reload. I don't want to be in this pit. Hi, Pierre. No, you go now. Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, you better run. You better run. Where did he come from? That's a good question. Where does he ever come from? It's unclear. That's why this game scares me, because of bloody Pierre. He just turns up, you shoot him a few times, and he legs it, and then that's it. Ooh, this looks like more of a jumping puzzle. Okay. I can do that. Alright. So far, so good. Oh, no! I thought I was going to grab the... Alright. Let me just reload that. Just so I have less... What is with 90s adventure games and teleporting Frenchmen? Which other teleporting Frenchmen are you thinking of? There's an obvious one that I'm missing? Okay, you don't actually need to do a grab. Okay, that's good to know. That's where I was going wrong. I don't trust myself with this jump. Although I did it. I must be getting better. Ah, and that's the last tower. Okay. What's the easiest way down from here, then? Or the safest way down? Again, I trust myself even less this time. Hold on. Okay, that was good. That was good. That's what I wanted to do. Good. Remember, there were multiple in Broken Sword 3. You might be right. I think I've blocked some of Broken Sword 3 out of my mind. Whoa! $275 bits from Wakanutty. I don't see that bit alert often. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I was just saying, I don't really know if I remember much of Broken Sword 3, honestly. I remember bits and pieces. Which Yakuza game was that? That's Yakuza 0, which I streamed a little bit of, but I found to be too long to do a stream series of. I need to get back and finish that game at some point. Hydration. I can hydrate for you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated there. All of them. Okay, that opens up one door there. And also, we are swimming. Oh, I think I know where this leads. Maybe. Where's the scarf? Oh, I can do that. Hold on a second. Let me just pick this up. Scarf is on. Thank you, Anak Dovey. Haven't joined the stream in so long, my bad. Busy with life. Don't worry about it. You don't need to apologize. So I'm just busy. And that is totally cool. Always wonderful to have you here whenever you're able to. Kako cam? Of course, of course. Here's a Kako cam for you. I need to get back to my sort of Doom marathon thing at some point. I kind of shelved that for a little while. I got up to Doom 64, finished that. So I guess Doom 3 will be the next one. I don't know when I'll do that. Stretch. Everyone's just redeeming everything now. Okay. Oh. Good thing I don't have, like, too many. Right. Stretch. Honestly, good idea to stretch. Honestly, like, every hour or so is probably a good time to redeem that one. Need to play Zero at some point. I bought and installed back in April. It is a wild game. I enjoyed the time I played like nearly 40 hours of it. And I had a blast. Didn't end up finishing it. And I might go back and finish it at some point. I'm not on stream, but yeah, it's a really cool game. Okay. I need more. Yeah, I need to get more things to redeem, but I don't know what. It'd be cool to have some like built-in system, like that like plays noises or something. I don't know. The thing is, I'm not sure what else I could add. End stream routine for 100k. See, I don't really have much incentive for that. Is the thing. It is pretty funny though. Right. Okay. Where do I want to be now? I can't even remember. I think... Oh, I need to be back up there, don't I? There's a gorilla. And you better run. I think I got him. Whenever someone on myself redeems hydration, I feel like I need to do a stretch as well, since you already take a small break anyway. That's fair, yeah, that makes sense. I have to go through all these little climbs again, don't I? That's okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Add game for future streams? Like, suggest a game for stream in future? Thing is, I don't necessarily know about that, because like someone could suggest like some random JRPG or something that like I have like absolutely zero interest in playing, and I don't think it would make a fun stream because of that. So I don't know. Oh god! Mistakes were made. Ignore that. So as it turns out, don't jump in the pit. It's a bad idea. I just kind of blanked that the pit was even there. Dead gorilla. Go down here. I mean, I did technically need to be down in this area anyway, but Wear a blindfold for a minute. Alright, yeah. A regime that just plays ear-piercing noises. I mean, that's a pretty funny bit. Would definitely get old. A blindfold, I don't know, maybe. I could use the scarf as like a blindfold easily, so... Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to figure out something, because I feel like it would have to be feasible for me, and also, not, like, be annoying. Like, to the viewer and to myself. Okay. Here we go. I think we finally made it. It's a good level. Are we gonna get more gorillas now? There were gorillas here earlier. I won't be surprised if more spawned in. Also, I think my key can probably be used here. At this time, the final decision lies with me. I just thought I might show you some good games that I would have missed otherwise. I mean, I try and like, kind of do that in other ways anyway. Redeemer after kiss, marry, kill 3 specified characters by the Redeemer. That's pretty... Okay, you know what? That's pretty fun. I kind of like that one. That's silly. Oh god, there's gonna be a... Oh god. This is gonna be a dangerous place, isn't it? Oh yeah. Uh-huh. That's a croc. No, don't bite me. You don't even have teeth. Come on. Come on, you. Actually, maybe this drains the water. Oh, maybe not. Playing with oven gloves for a minute. Oh god, why did I do drop down? No, Lara, Lara. Lara, oh, I'm not dead. Although I will be in a moment. There we go. Water controls, you know, they're just like that. Okay. Swim. Swim. Swim for it. I guess that opened up the grate at the end. Oh. I definitely missed something then. I was supposed to use the key. Alright, hold on. No, I don't want to go in just yet. Wait. Let me load this one. Okay. I thought this was a side passage and this was the exit. But this must be like I can... Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a single pickup, but you know, it could make all the difference. At least I understand what I need to be doing in this water area now anyway, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right now, let's say over that one. Climb up. Okay. Wear a clown nose in the stream for 5k. I could do like a hat or something. No. No. Oh god, I could see the inside of its model. Swim, Lara. Catch you later, sucker. There we go. Right. Now we're in a new place. Like the cowboy hat? Yeah, something like that. Okay. What's this level then? So that was the Colosseum, the last one. This is Palace Midas. Oh! If you're waiting for the Midas thing, here's Midas. This is where the Midas thing is. We're gonna have to get the Midas game over, because that one's just... Excuse me, Lara, come on. Lara? Lara, please stop going underneath. There we go. Just climb out. The Midas statue is like such a cool, like... Oh! Oh! Oh, God! No. Oh, no! Oh, God. This is scary. I keep getting interrupted. Yeah, don't you have that one Robin Hood hat? I have no idea where it is, but I do have one. Yeah. Midas Game Over is iconic, absolutely. I cannot remember where my Robin Hood hat is. Maybe I need to buy a new one. I just... The one I got was never that high quality. I don't know if the feather has been completely disintegrated over time. So, you know... We'll see. Do you not remember the crocodiles being able to crawl on land? Oh yeah, they absolutely can. Gorillas. Oh, I see you. Okay. Whew. Wow, that was an experience. Triple gorilla in action. Is this a pullable or a door? It's a door. Excuse me. Do Pierre just bring a bunch of wild animals into this place for the sole purpose of killing Lara, or do they just get in somehow? I think they're just here. Unclear why, but they just are. You know? I don't think I can do anything with this jump. I can't jump that high. Okay. Good to know. There's a lot of doors here. Interesting. Looks like it might be promising. I think I can make it to that. I go right to the edge of this. And then jump forward and... nope, I can't make it. Okay. Right. Maybe I need a running jump for it. But I'd need more space for that, I think. Oh, I'm going to check back here just in case there's something I missed. You thought the water area with the crocodile was scary? Wait until Tomb Raider 2. Oh, yeah, yeah. We will be getting to that as well. Oh, hold on. Did I go up these stairs? Is that where I came from? Must have been. Oh yeah, it definitely was. Those are Pierre's pets, and he only attacks Lara because she kills his friends. You know what? Valid. That would be appropriate behavior in that case. He's like, hey, get off my gorillas! And he just starts shooting Lara. That would check out. Wow, this place is impressive. There's a lot going on here. You know what would have been a cool feature in this game, actually? Oh, God. Hold on. I'll get back to that. A cool feature would be a map. I know I bring up Thief quite a bit, but, like... a map system, like Thief has a map, but it's like an unreliable map. Just kind of like... something to kind of give you a little bit of an indication where you are. Obviously, it's not necessary. It's pretty easy to navigate yourself. But just, like... maybe just, like, to kind of, like, make, like, notes as well. I think that would be pretty cool. Like, you see, oh, there was a thing here, and I can try and remember that there was a thing there. You just put, like, drop a pin on the map. See, I love little systems like that. Oh, there's a little health pack. What do you know? I will take it. This is a 90s game. You either draw your own map or you get lost. Yeah, I say that, but like Thief had a map system as well, and that Thief is a 90s game. You know, just think it'd be cool. I mean, with Thief, you're like relying on like old or unreliable maps sometimes, which is I really like. Hold on. Can I? I don't. This looks too. Hold on. This looks too steep to stand on, but I'm gonna try. Oh, come on. Come on. What? No, don't do that. Yeah, it's too steep. Right. Alright, let's go back to the door area then. I don't think there's anything else to do in this section yet. Let me just check there's double check there's not anything else around here as well. This is where the pool was. Oh, there's plenty around here. My God, this area is huge. I guess this. Oh, gorillas! Not in the pool. Oh God. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Yeah, I guess this pool area is like the central hub, and then you kind of got different areas to go to where you just gotta try and uncover little bits of puzzle and stuff. Oh. This place is giant. There isn't anything in most of the rooms. Oh. Okay. The room with the doors looked important, but none of the doors were open. And this also looks pretty important. I mean, there's a couple of big doors there, and also a giant med pack. And the door's open for me. That's not ominous at all. That is a switch. What will happen when I push the switch? I don't know. Let's find out. Why is just a buried Senate building? It'd just be that way. Ah, the gardens are open. I don't know where the gardens are, but they're open. How do the plants get light? That's a very good question. I hear gorillas. Come on then. Ow. Okay. How many gorillas are around? It's just Gorilla City over here. Who wiped out the ancient Greeks? It was the gorillas, of course. The DK crew, I know. They're out in full force. Can I get up here? Maybe, but probably not from this angle. Maybe this angle? Not quite. I see something up there. I just don't know how to get to it. Maybe it's something you find later on. I won't stress myself figuring that out right now. Killed them all. Yeah, I killed the whole DK crew. And then there's Chunky. He's dead. Here's the garden. I've heard of a game called The Dark Eye. The Dark Eye franchises are based on a pen and paper RPG game in Germany, and has an RPG called The Drakensang. We're interested in playing something like that. Is that the Dark Eye is in the chains of Satinav and Memoria? I played a little bit of those. It didn't necessarily wow me that much. Maybe I need to give them another go. I know there's another game called The Dark Eye though, I think, which is like a sort of claymation kind of game, which looks really, really interesting. I'd like to play that one. But the other ones, is it a Daedalic game? That franchise, but nothing like those games. Oh. Okay. Ow. I'm late, but I arrived nonetheless. Hi, Molligal. What is this about? I love the texture on like these two sort of little trapezium bits to kind of create a face shape. Like when you get close, obviously it's like, oh, maybe that doesn't look good after all. But obviously when you're pointing that way, it looks kind of cool. Just set in the same universe. Okay. Yeah, the adventure games didn't do anything for me, but maybe the something else. Oh, is that like was that a what's it called? I'm blanking the name, but like it's like an old clock, but it uses the sun. Why can't I remember the name of them? Sundial. Yeah, Sundial. That's it. I got there just before you did, Beco. My brain managed. Like I was thinking like dial something, and then like, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. No, dial's the second word. Got it. Okay, here we go. Another big med kit. I will happily take that. Ooh. Oh, we're getting the... Oh, here we go. You guys ready? I think this is the place, isn't it? If I jump onto this hand, it'll happen. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Eh. I keep missing it. Here we go. That's it. This is the game over. Yeah. That's really cool. I know about the hand, Steve. Also, nice to see you. How you doing? I knew as soon as I was in the Midas level that I had to do that because I think that's like one of the few things that I know. Okay, so Can I touch any other part of this? Can I touch the feet, for example? Golden opportunity. That's it. She turned into a Smash trophy. Okay, hold on. Did you say an invisible wall? Ah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Midas. Okay, let's see. Trying to see if there's any other explorable areas here. Oh, could it just kind of be like a cool room? It just happened. Lara got turned to gold because Midas was the king who basically wished that he could everything he would touch turn to gold, but then it just became a curse because everything he touched turned to gold, including living creatures. So he could no longer touch anything again. But it's a statue, sure. But iconic deaths in video games, which others would I consider iconic? Oh, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. I mean, I guess you go for the drowning death in Monkey Island. I quite like that one, but I don't know which ones you could consider iconic. Crash has a lot. That's a good shout, yeah. Absolutely Crash. Is that definitely all that's in here? I feel like there should be something else, like a pathway or something. Get Graham from King's Quest falling because of the scream. I almost said that. Oh, the music is so good. I definitely can't see anything. I'm coming up here though. The Spider-Man 3 Face Plant Death. Now that's a good one, yeah. Okay. Is that all there is to this area? Midas even reminds you of that one Skittles commercial. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. That one was funny. This is a PS1 Spider-Man game where JJ gets thrown out a window and falls into the void. The PS1 Spider-Man games were wild. I only had the second one with Electro as the main villain. Enter Electro. Which I really, really enjoyed. Well, those games were wild. I had a lot of fun with that game though. I wouldn't mind revisiting that at some point and trying up the first one. I guess I'll just have to go back up this way. Definitely feels like I'm missing something in the garden, but I don't know what it is. There's all these doors in here as well. They must open for something. I tried to get on this early and it didn't quite work. Oh, you can get on this. I think it's because I must have done a standing jump. Alright. First one had a Venom boss fight where one of its attacks was grabbing and licking you. That sounds about right for Venom. Ooh. Ooh. Just anything on top of that. I like how they couldn't quite do the sort of like triangle shape for the roofs of these. They just have the sort of the texture to kind of imply it. It's kind of neat. Or maybe they could do that, but for whatever reason decided not to here. Yep. Okay, that's good. That's good. This one looks like it's going to have to be a... triangles are hard. Make blocks instead. I've done mapping. It is like that sometimes. Okay, yeah, that was the right kind of jump for that. Great. Oh, there's a lot of switches up there. Okay. That wasn't a jump. I guess I didn't give myself enough space. Okay. Let's save over this one. They knew I make triangle judging by Laura's shirt. Fair point. Oh god. Don't turn, don't turn. Oh, a little bit close there. PC version is way better than the PlayStation version in terms of save system. So I've heard, yeah. It's really helpful to be able to just save scum your way through the the more difficult jumps. I absolutely don't trust myself to do some of these. Ooh, something going on in there. All right. Just pull these switches and see what happens. Maybe there's like a specific combo you have to push them in, or an order, but I'll just see what happens when I push them all. Kind of assuming it might be for the doors, but it doesn't appear to be. Well, oh god! Oh, come on! That was my fault. I'm gonna reload. Apologies. That's just silly of me. I should have saved while I was up there. Okay. At this point, Lara should have died of heat stroke. Alright, well, let's push these again. Wait. Wrong shimmy. That's not a shimmy, that's a shuffle. Shimmying and shuffling. Two of Lara's main moves. What's in here? Ooh, there's a switch. Oh, is this an easy way through? Ah. So then if you... Nope. So then if you fall off, you can just go through there. Gotcha. Oh, the doors have combinations on them. Okay. You see, like, at the top, each of these is... so for this one, you want middle three, I think. For that one, you'd want the first two and then the fourth one. Yeah, they've all got different combinations. Oh, that one's got the one scratched off, so you'd have to kind of do a bit of guesswork. Oh, I love that. And that's the last one, I think. Okay. Let's try opening this door first, then. So this door is simply last four pushed. So we'll just push the first switch back up, and then we should be able to get into this one. In theory. What's stopping you from just breaking down the door? I mean, they are stone doors. I don't know, like, if you as an individual are able to break down stone doors. I don't think I could do that. And I'm not sure Lara has the equipment to do so either. If you had some dynamite, maybe, I think it could work. But that is not in possession currently. Oh, God. have a shotgun though. Shotguns could, I mean, could work. I don't have a lot of shotgun ammo is the thing, and it would probably only blast away a little bit. You know, realistically speaking. Okay, we want. Is that right? Is that right? No, it's not. Okay, then. I guess it's... I guess Omega is up then, and then... And then the Y is down. What did the rocket launcher from future games? That's one way to do it. Just turn it into Red Faction, but just by blowing your like holes through the level. Yeah, okay. We're on to something. Right. So we have learned that the Omega symbol is up, I think. No, wait. Can't even remember now. Well, we know which way it goes anyway. Oh, there's fire. There's fire. What's this room about? Oh. Uh-huh. What's in the water? What the hell are those? Those giant rats? Right. I get the impression this might not be a safe thing to do, but I think potentially it's just you have to be fast and not try and take as little damage as possible. Let's try it. I guess it just kind of starts when you Oh. That was easier than I expected it to be. Right. Oh, I'm burning! I'm burning! Okay! I'm dead. Okay, so there is a speed element to this. Go, go, go! Okay. Ooh. I found a thing. It's like a silver bar. Use this well. Yeah, I didn't quite make it to the water in time. Right. Okay. Well, I got the thing from this one. Uh-oh. Pierre? Not Pierre. Well, let's do this one next. I think we have to change one of them. Just change the last one. What, did you miss this in the last stream of this? I've been exploring and tomb raiding and fighting wildlife and French dudes with guns. As you do. Currently, I'm in Midas Palace. Okay, so the Y's down, Omega's up. That's it. Now we're gonna go back here. Music is very dramatic, considering there's not a lot going on right now. Wait a second. There is something going on. I thought I saw a gorilla at the corner of my eye. You know what you think? I just had a moment then. I was like, there was a gorilla there. Okay. Save 150, I think. Let's go. Teleporting apes. Sometimes that, you know. Oh god. Took off more health than I wanted to, but that was quite a tight room. Ooh, hello. Ah, okay, so this is where I've got to deposit the bars. Right, I see.
No.
Alright. I'm sorry. Maybe you wanted to put it in this one. Or maybe it...
No.
Oh, do I have to make them into gold? Right. Oh. Okay. I mean, I think I know how I might do that. Hey, shotgun ammo. Okay. So I've got to get 3 of these lead bars and then turn them into gold and then deposit them okay. I've got 7 small med packs, it's fine. Okay. Right. No. She does say it very sassily, yeah. Like, a lot of characters would, like, give you a very sort of, calm, like, I can't do that here. But, like, Lara's just like, no. Alright, middle and last for that door there. God, I really love the puzzle solving in this game. It's just really cool. I'm really enjoying this playthrough so far. Like, the mixture of, like, sort of adventuring and puzzle solving is just right up my alley. I'm having a good time. Okay, this should be right for the next one. So we need to perform black magic and alchemy. Yeah, it turns out not the first time recently I've had to do alchemy on a stream, because I had to do a bit in Nancy Drew as well. Although that was more just alchemical symbols and stuff. Okay. Room of spikes. Cool. Right. Okay, I think I see what I need to do, maybe? I don't know. Each of these spikes has blood on it. Just something to note. Someone has died on each and every one of these spikes. What's back here then? Oh, a switch. Right. I wonder if that, like, made the pillars, like, that made those, like, pillars rise upwards, so you have to, like, jump across them. Because that's a lot, that kind of look, yep. That's what the room looked like it was going to be. Hey, how are we going to cross with a rate of 2? Welcome on in. What are you doing? What were you playing? Okay. No! Oh, that looks painful. Good thing I saved. How am I? I'm doing good, Digimon. How are you doing? Okay. Right. I won't abuse the saves too much for this. Okay. Damn it. You do have to get a sufficient run up before you do jumps like that sometimes. Yeah. Okay. I say sometimes, like, it's not all the time you have to do it like that way. Okay, that's the gold bar. Okay, oh, gorilla! Gorilla! Oh god. That was a nasty gorilla. Probably didn't need to use that, but alright, lead bar. Just thriller trying to get an all PC game run on my computer. Hey, you've done that before. Any tips? Depends on the game. It's different for each one of them. Okay. Did I save? I can't remember if I saved. I'll just save again if I haven't. Oh, there we go. That worked out better than expected. Okay. Oh, we're good. We're good. All right. We have two lead bars. And presumably the last one will be in here. We need to do a little bit of so 3 and 4 up, and then we'll have to see what works with the first one. You can see it from here. Yep. 3, 4. Okay. Okay. And then let's see if that opens it. No. So the first one is an Omega instead. Let's just double check. Oh. Have I got this right? Huh? Oh, God. Time for my 3-hour review of I Escape from Account is the best game ever made. Well, I probably won't be saying that. I'll be giving it some positives, though. You know. I don't hate Escape from Monkey Island. And hopefully it won't be 3 hours either. Is this... What's up with this door? Because it should be either this or this, but it seems to be either of them. Hello again, how's the game going? I'm confused by this switch right here. This door. Because the code at the top should correspond to something, but clearly I've done something wrong somewhere. Like the first one is kind of rubbed off. Maybe there's like... It's clearly opened. I can see a little bit behind it. But maybe try inverting all of them. I guess. That'd be odd, though. Wait, hold on. Have I got this the wrong way? No, the Y is up, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. PlayStation, no, my friends have an Amiga. See, they're the ones that will be staying truly current. Because Amiga is forever. Start from the other end, yeah, I guess. Okay, so maybe... Hey, 22-month sub streak, nice. Oh, 4-month streak, so 22 months overall. Still cool. Thank you, Harper. Much appreciated. Nope, that didn't work either. This door is an anomaly. It's different than the gold version, just more levels, really. Also, it's the only one on Twitch which actually corresponds to the original Tomb Raider. So... It really should be this. Oh, now it's open. Okay, I guess I just had to reset it for some reason. It just wasn't cooperating with me before. You use ScumVM for old PC games, right? If they can be run through ScumVM, yes, but it's mostly for old adventure games. Some games do, other games do run through ScumVM, but you'd have to check the documentation. Can't you make the textures blurry in gold? I mean, I can make the textures blurry, but I don't want to. I like them crisper. I think Bilnia filtering is kind of ugly, personally. Like I can do that if I just go to like I can just put this on, and now everything's blurry. But I don't like the look of that. I don't like blurry textures. Never enjoyed it. Love that crisp look myself. Okay. I would prefer the PSX texture style to N64. Yeah, same for me, honestly. It's probably the fact that I grew up with the PS1 over the N64 that kind of gives me that sort of bias, but yeah. That might be a bit high of a drop. I can't believe Tunnel B1 is my favorite PS1 game. I haven't thought about that game in years. Oh, this looks like I can pull it. I think it's made of wood. The hell was that? I can't pull it that way because of the... No, wait, don't go. Don't push it back. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Okay, then. The only difference between PS1 and N64 textures is PS1 is blocks while N64 is spheres. I think N64 tends to be, like, blurrier. Whoa. Okay. I think that was a load-bearing block that I just moved. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Right, I see. Okay, we want to get over to the other side. I wonder if we should get to that there. Can I make it to that? Maybe. We'll find out, won't we? Oh, God. Oh, there's not enough sufficient run-up, is there? Well, let's try it. No. Okay. Come on. Come on. Right, I do need to jump onto this, I think. But how exactly do I do that? What exactly is the end goal here? See that other bit at the other side of the room? I think I have to get to there. Just don't know how. I want to jump to... I want to... come on. I want to jump to that sand pillar. But... I don't want to overshoot it. There we go. Too loud. Yep, I will use the save system to my advantage. Okay, that's what I wanted. Engulf the entire area. Why is Lara here? I mean, we're looking for bits of the ski on. But... Ooh. Okay. I think I can make it to that. Maybe try jumping? Oh, dang, I need to get back to there. Oh, well, maybe I can jump onto this. I can. Okay, okay. Is this walkable? No. Okay. didn't quite go up. Okay. I think I am supposed to make it to the middle pillar. Oh, crap. Nope. Don't jump. Oh. Are we doing that? I mean, style points, but I wasn't really looking for... okay. Okay, let's do a save on here. Did you ever see the outside of the temples? Maybe not so much in this game. A lot of this game is indoors. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, no. What was that? Is this the game that has a statue that... yeah, you turn a gold... We saw that earlier. I found the hand earlier. So, I think I need to go back to it at some point to turn my... my lead blocks into gold. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That wasn't a jump. I didn't go far back enough. Okay, okay. Nice. Perfect swan dive. Not in the right direction. This is fiddly. 10 out of 10. Absolutely. That was a 10 out of 10 jump. Okay. This is where we want to be. I'm fairly sure. No clue where the hell I am right now. Remember how weird the controls were for Crystal Maze? Vaguely. This music's so good. I thought I saw something swimming in here. Hold on. Oh. What was that down there? Aren't gorillas an endangered species? Oh, I know where I am. Oh, this is... I was in the lower area for this earlier. There's the creature. Yes, I see you. I see you, creature. I think there's more than one of you there as well. Okay, good. For a second then I thought Lara wasn't going to jump. Oh. Hey, no, come back. I need to shoot you. I saw a shiny thing earlier as well. Some kind of object I could get, so I want to see if I can grab that as well. Alright. Although it might not be essential. So I'm just going to save. And I don't know if I can get back up. Where was it? It was right there. What is that? It looks like it might just be ammo, but I can't quite tell. think it's just ammo. Oh wow, actually there's quite a few things all at once. Okay. And then this just puts me back down. So I don't think I want to be here just yet. Which video did I have the most fun making? Honestly, the Monkey Island videos are probably the most fun. Alright. Although I really enjoy making the Blood Rain video as well. Oh crap. Ah. Just trying to get rid of these crocodiles. They take forever, even though they take forever to edit. Yeah, I mean, they are really fun to make, despite that. Okay, one's down. Come on, you. Just try and lure it into the pool. Climb up! Ugh. Aiming is really awkward because it has to auto-aim. Okay, there we go. Wish the first Lara film had long sections for getting lost in the tombs and proceeding to kill all the wildlife. It would be authentic, wouldn't it? If that were the case. See, what I'm hoping for is for that last lead bar, sorry, to be here, but looks like this is just a med pack. Oh god. Okay. Any hint on this year's Halloween point and click? I don't honestly have much video news to share on it right now, to be honest with you. I have a couple of options for Halloween, but I don't exactly know what they are yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, ammo and health. It's just a secret area, though, isn't it? Already what I'm looking for. What I need is that iron bar. I keep calling it iron bar. It's a lead bar. I've got two of them. I need a third one. Am I planning on making a video on Harvester? At some point, yeah. I really want to. And I think that's probably going to end up being a much bigger project, but I don't exactly know what it'll be yet. Oh, crap. Lara, I'm stuck at... I couldn't even get out the corner there. Oh, God. Did I not save? Have I got all these items? Alright, fine. Fine. Okay. Yeah, merciless, those apes. They just swing at you and keep swinging. Okay. DK just beat the shit out of you in a Greek temple. You know what happens sometimes. Okay. Now the thing is... Oh, okay. You know what? I think there's actually an okay place for me to be. Right. Hold on. Took a little bit of damage there, I think. That's fine. Die! Thank you. Okay. Must be something around here. Who knew girls were just bullet sponges? Hold on, what was that? Out the corner of my eye, I saw something. A med pack, okay. I will take it. How many of those do I have right now? 8? Yeah, we're doing pretty good for health packs. Okay, let's go... Oh. I didn't know there were so many demon apes in Greece. Yeah, no, the demon apes of Greece. Pretty famous. Okay. There's a big med pack there. Oh god. Ow. This guy's gonna be guarding something, right? Maybe not. What on earth? I might be able to make this jump. What's the next point and click on my list? As a review or as a stream game or just generally to play? Well. Okay. I guess I'm here now. I might have missed that lead, what you call it? Lead brick, lead bar somewhere. And I don't know where. Oh, God. Oh, hold on. What's this? Probably another secret, but... maybe it'll lead me somewhere good. What was my least favorite Humongous Entertainment game? I mean... Pajama Sam 4 didn't impress me much at all. That's pretty fresh in my memory, obviously. Neither did the last putt. Oh god. That leads to that secret room. I saw those platforms before. Either I'm looking for something to play. Oh, okay. What genre of point and click are you most interested in playing then? Looking for like something with oh god, tricky puzzles, sort of dark, sort of tone, comedy game, or just like anything. Well, what about I have no mouth and I must scream? I want to stream that at some point. I've not played it myself. I've heard it's very good, quite dark though. Most of the last few humongous entertainment games were made after they got bought out. It'll be by Atari. It must be down there. This feels like a very long trek. Oh god. It's fine. One point-and-click adventure game I'd recommend to pretty much anybody, I guess. Oh, okay. Is Gabriel Knight 1. I just think that game's really, really good. And kind of underrated as well. I mean, I know like in the point-and-click community, it's obviously got like quite a good reputation, but like otherwise, like it's not well known by like non-fans of the genre, essentially. Okay. I think if you know point and clicks, you probably know Gabriel Knight and you like it a lot, but you know. Otherwise, in the mainstream, it's pretty niche. There's the last lead bar. Wow, that was a trek to get this thing. Okay. Oh, you're just gonna walk through that pillar? Oh, I get it. There it goes. Monkey. Grim Fandango is scary too. Robert Frost scares me to this day. Run, you pigeon. It's Robert Frost. Was that about making a video about the first point-and-click adventure game ever? I mean, I could. I don't know how interesting it would be. What adventure game would I like to get a sequel to? Mobius Empire Rising. I played that earlier this year. It was a little rough around the edges, but I think that game could be great in the right hands. And, you know, with the right love and care, I think there could be a really good sequel to that. Right then. We have the 3 lead bars now. I think we just want to get them to the Midas statue and see if we can turn them into gold. My point-and-click series of choice growing up with Sherlock Holmes. You know, I've not played any Sherlock Holmes games, believe it or not. Not got anything against them, I just haven't gotten around to that series. Or anything in that series. I've heard there's some really, really good ones. But yeah. Oh, Toonstruck would need a sequel as well, for sure. But, you know, obviously with it being FMV, Christopher Lloyd's quite a bit older now. I think it'd be difficult. I mean, you probably could do it, but I'm not sure how you do it is the thing. Okay. This is the gold hand. Can I... No, don't vault up. I mean, the character have a son that gets sucked into the Toon World. Oh, then you can maybe have like a guest role from Christopher Lloyd as well. That would work. I think you could do it that way. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can activate it somehow and put the, How do I turn these into gold? Are there any like slots in the room or something? But I don't see anything. And I can't move this way either. There's an invisible wall blocking this. Maybe there's another way. What non-point-and-click adventure game would I like to see made into a point-and-click adventure? I know I had a thought about this at some point, but I don't actually know. I made like a mock-up for like a Duke Nukem as an adventure game. I might get back and work on that again at some point. Other than that, I don't know. Does anyone have any hints as to where to take these? Star Wars point-and-click where you can use the Force would be awesome. Honestly, Star Wars like has never had an adventure game. And I think that might be because, obviously, LucasArts are famous for 2 things. Star Wars games and point-and-click adventures. But obviously that's 2 separate divisions of LucasArts. So, they never merged at any point. Like, Star Wars has so many genres, but, like, there is no such thing as a Star Wars point-and-click. Not, like, officially, anyway. Can you imagine a Duke Nukem point-and-click with the same humor style as Paradigm? Yeah, that's exactly the sort of thought that I had. I think it could be, like, really funny. Especially if it was, like, a sort of a very self-reflective sort of look at Duke Nukem. Kind of making fun of the series a little bit. Like prodding it and going, like, heh. It's pretty funny. Pretty silly series. I already pulled that lever. What? Where do I want to go? Yoda Stories? Does Yoda Stories count? I don't know if Yoda Stories really counts, does it? I've never really counted it. I mean, I guess it kind of could be, but it's kind of got its own thing going on. I don't know. Indiana Jones did a point and click. That's true, yeah. Well, there were 2 Indiana Jones point and clicks. Obviously, you had the Last Crusade adventure game, which I really love, as tough as it is, and Fate of Atlantis, which is an awesome game. Was there something here I could use? Star Wars chess. What about Star Wars Monopoly? That one's technically a point and click if you want to get to the nitty gritty of it. There's... Oh no. I thought I took damage for bumping into the wall there, but it was just me showing my health because I pulled my guns out. It's really stretching the definition of point and click. Oh yeah. You really want to get granular with it. Yes, I have done a playthrough of Fate of Atlantis before. It was a while ago now. Gotta pay for the ad. I actually did the Last Crusade as well, but I never saved the VOD for that. So it's not watchable, unfortunately. I might have to do that again at some point. I do enjoy the Last Crusade adventure game. It was one of my first adventure games, actually. Weirdly enough. Because back when I was still new to the genre, Steam had a pack where you could get... I want to check if there's anything in here I can do. Hey, thank you for the gifts up there. There was a pack of games which was the 2 Indiana Jones adventures, Loom, and The Dig. So I ended up playing through a lot of those early on. Speaking of stretching, that's probably a good idea. Ugh. Oh, man. Ugh. And I'll give it a stretch. Ugh. So take a hydrate. There was an Indiana Jones game which was essentially Tomb Raider, wasn't there? What was it called? Infernal Machine? I think I have that somewhere. Okay, that one's just let's just see. That is right, isn't it? Is it right? I don't know. The Jar Jar Binks storybook, basically just a Living Books game, but not made by Living Books. Okay. This switch puzzle does not seem to function properly. I'm gonna play that at some point. It sounds interesting. The Indiana Jones game? I think I could, yeah. Isn't there a Indiana Jones game we can use a cheat code to play as Guybrush? I'm not entirely sure about that, but I know there is a Monkey Island Easter egg in I think in Infernal Machine, or it might be a different one. Well, there's definitely one where you can go into the Barbary Coast from Curse of Monkey Island, and oh, I think you turn into Guybrush when you're in there. And then like the rocket launcher becomes like a rubber chicken launcher while you're in there. Why doesn't this work? Oh my god. The Y is up. So why aren't you working? First and last ones. I have it correct. Okay. Do you think they'll do another Monkey Island after return? I have no idea. Okay. Hey, O'Neil. I'm just trying to get these switches to work. Is there like a... Why? Why is this not working? So it's Y, omega, 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 Y. Y is up, omega's down. I don't know why this puzzle has been such a douche to me, but it is. Why aren't you opening? It doesn't make any sense. Maybe you have to reset it again like before. I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't have to do that. This makes zero sense. I don't understand. I'm not doing anything wrong here. Oh crap. Other than that. It should open. It should open. I don't get why it's not. Is that a bug? Anyone know anything about this? Like look up like a glitch in the Temple Midas thing about the switches? Or if I've missed something, because this just does not make any sense. I've put the switches in the right positions, and they're just not cooperating at all. First and last. I don't understand. I'm gonna look this up because I'm not doing anything wrong at all. So, Tomb Raider, Midas Palace, switches. Okay. Finding page. Switches. Hmm. Have I got this wrong again? Maybe it is the inverse. Could have sworn it was the other way. Why does that work now? That was wrong before. Oh my god. That makes zero sense. I don't understand. Why do the rules change? Okay. Y is down. What? But why was up? Oh, well, why was up before? I'm sure of it. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Well, this is the last thing I need anyway. But I need to turn these lead bars into gold. I don't know how to do that right now. Demon apes change the code. I could have sworn it worked in the other way around. Maybe my brain was not working. Because if I try to put any of these in here.
No.
She says no. So I have to turn it into gold. But how do I do that? How, Lara? How? Explain it to me. Since you're the expert. I mean, I thought it might have something to do with the hand, but I can't see anything to use in there. Hold on. I already have a walkthrough open. I might as well. Gold. Realized Mars must be turned to gold by a magical process. Yep. Mm-hmm. You come into a cave with the statue of King Midas, now in pieces. Okay. Reload. Use the magic. Face the side of Midas's palm and use the lead bars as you would a key. That's what I tried to do. That is what I tried to do. Oh my god. Okay. That's one of my least favorite kinds of like finding out the truth in a walkthrough is you had the right idea, the game just didn't let you do it. Good grief. Okay. He's gonna have to rip skin off someone's back. Well, I don't know. Okay. Last time I did this, I died. I think it's because I was pressing W at the same time. Here we go. We have gold bars. We have gold bars now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was the animation. I don't know. She was just rubbing the bars in the hand, I guess. Okay. Oh. Okay. Save 179. Let's do this. Okay, and it should still be open in theory. Because I left it open. Alright. We got this. Okay. It's supposed to be the end of this particular level. Alright. Let's go. This looks promising. Since I'm doing Tomb Raider, I reckon you'll put and play the Indiana Jones 3D Adventure games too? Maybe. I don't know. Palace Midas. I got 2 out of 3 secrets in that one as well. God, that took me 72 minutes. Wow. Okay. Let's get a little bit of a start on this one, and then we'll probably finish off. But I'll do it. Oh God, rat! I don't know why that scared me so much. Jesus, that rat scared me. I'm not even scared of rats. There's that one rat which just jump scare. What's this level called then? The cistern. Oh, fun. Love a good cistern. I was hoping I could kind of like latch onto it and then there's a giant rat. Yeah, we saw some earlier in the fire room. Nope. Oh good, the sewers. Yeah, it's a sewer level. You gotta have a sewer level, you know? Just a must. Technically not a sewer level. A cistern's close enough to a sewer level. A sewer level is a vibe rather than, you know, directly being a sewer, you know? If it's wet and dank and underground, then that's pretty sewery. Sewer level before you get sued. I mean, I guess that's possible. It's not entirely unlikely that Lara would get into some kind of... Oh, God! Imagine all the diseases these things have. It's Ratatouille cancelled. Good. What's up there? Nothing. They were just locked in that room, I think. This must be where, like, the, Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Is a giant freezer a snow level? Good question. Alright, take care, Mikey. Thanks for coming along. Probably going to be wrapping up soon anyway. Considering this seems like quite a big level, and I might not get fully started into it just yet. In fact, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to save off. This is a good place to do so. Alright. Alright. Well, everybody, that was a fun session of Tomb Raider. I'm looking forward to more, which will be next Sunday, because it's a Sunday series. I'm going to next be live on Tuesday, though, and on Tuesday, I'm going to be playing a point-and-click adventure game called The Shiver, which is, you play as a rabbi and you solve a murder. That's the kind of the gist I get from it. I think it'll be a one-off stream, judging by the length. So that's going to be a fun little point-and-click on Tuesday. And then I'm going to be starting a new series on Thursday, I think, if all goes well, like with that one-off. And then Tomb Raider Sunday. Oh, and Fall Guys Pizza Party is also this week. So that should be cool as well. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to send you guys off on a raid. We're going to be raiding Ocean's Blue, who's playing Team Fortress 2. Ocean's Blue, Team Fortress 2. I've got to spell it right first. Ocean's Blue, FTW. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for a wonderful stream today. It hasn't worked properly on my browser, apparently, but that's okay. There we go. All right. Yeah. See you later, everybody.